Recently, we've received massive changes overall in Natlan, which affect the banner roadmap and lineup of upcoming characters. Today, we'll be discussing the updated banner roadmap between 5.1, 5.7, including new banner leaks and rerun updates. This video is important for those saving for their favorite characters, as I'll be discussing every possible character and rerun. So, make sure to watch until the end. Before moving on, without further ado, if you guys want to buy crystals at a cheaper price, check out this website called Loot Bar, where you can get a 20% discount on crystals compared to in-game purchases. For example, I purchased 3,280 crystals for just $41, which would normally cost $49 in-game. Let's see if the crystals arrive in my account. Pretty fast, right? It's completely safe and secure. You can also check the reviews if you want. Loot Bar is approved by creators like Dukaja, Jello Impact, and now me, adding to its credibility. So, check out the link in the description. New users who use my link can get up to an additional 5% discount on their purchase. Let's get started. First, let's start with the next version of Genshin, yes, 5.1, which is coming soon. In 5.1, we will only get one new character, and there's not even a new 4-star. The 5-star of 5.1 is Xilonen. After her drip marketing release, there's been so much hype for her, and many of us, including me, are skipping other characters for her. I'm skipping all the 5.0 characters for her. Alongside her, we're going to get a Kiori rerun. Yeah, it's a bit unexpected since we were all desperately waiting for our Cryo Daddy. I'm not crying, you are. Sadly, we can't do anything about that. We've got this info from Hakushin. Both Xilonen and Chiori are in the first phase. Now let's discuss the second phase. Since we're only getting one new character, both characters in the second phase will be reruns. First, for the Archon rerun, as per Hakushin, we'll get a Nahida rerun. As I mentioned in my previous video, Zhongli had high chances, but since the main event of 5.1 is based in Sumeru, there was always a chance that Nahida would show up. And now look, it happened. We aren't getting Zhongli in 5.1, but it's good news for Nahida wanners. As for the last character, it's none other than our beloved Hu Tao. Yeah, she's showing up in this version, but not Rayothisly. I can't wait for him anymore, Hoyoverse. Please give him a rerun soon. That's all about 5.1. Remember, these are not the final banners as they haven't been officially announced by Hoyoverse, so there's still a chance for changes. Now, moving on to the 5.2 banner changes and reruns. According to recent leaks, we'll get two new characters in 5.2, one 5-star and one 4-star. The 5-star character is none other than Chaska. She's been confirmed to be in this version by many sources, so there's a high chance for her in this patch. We don't have much info about her kit yet, but Chaska is a 5-star Animo Bow DPS. As for the 4-star, it was mentioned by Iris that it's going to be Auroron. His vision is leaked and confirmed by the Archon quest of 5.2, revealing him to be an Electro character. That's all we know about him for now. Remember, Iris is a new leaker, and many of his leaks are incorrect, so take this info with a grain of salt. Now for the reruns in 5.2. We recently got leaks from a reliable source, Fowl, stating that in version 5.2, we are getting a Dragonspine event and a Wanderer rerun. If the Dragonspine event is the main event of 5.2, there's also a chance of a Venti rerun, just like how Nahida showed up with her event. Otherwise, I personally think we should get a Zhongli rerun in 5.2, as it would be 11 patches without him. Now, as for the last character in 5.2, we're getting a hyped character in the next patch, which I'll discuss later. I expect a powerful character rerun, and the most suitable candidates are either Arlecchino from the House of Hearth or Hydro Daddy Nouvelette. I personally think Arlecchino should get her rerun here, as she hasn't had one since her release in 4.6. If she doesn't get it in 5.2, it'll be 5 patches without her, and Hoyoverse usually gives new characters reruns early, excluding Ryothsley, who they did dirty. What do you think? Comment below and let me know your opinion on this. That's all about 5.2. Now let's discuss the 5.3 banner. As I mentioned earlier, a hyped and highly awaited character is coming in this patch. I think most of you have already guessed. Yes, I'm talking about the Pyro Archon, Mavuika. She's been confirmed by many sources like Iris and the reliable Fowl to be in 5.3. As I discussed in my previous video, the Archon should appear around 5.2 to 5.3, and we got Furina after the Fontaine Archon quest ended. Hoyoverse might be following the same pattern for Mavuika. We will also be able to play as her in the 5.1 quest, and some sources claim we might even get a sneak peek of her power, which is super exciting. Other than her, as per Iris and other sources, we will get another new 5-star in 5.3, and it's going to be Citlali. According to Fowl, Citlali is a 5-star cryo catalyst user. As for the reruns, we don't have much info yet, so I'll speculate. Since we're getting Mavuika, Hoyoverse will definitely try to drain our wallets by pairing her with a broken character, and I expect Nouvelette to be rerun with her. We should also see a Fontaine character rerun, possibly Clorinde, as Hoyoverse gives new characters reruns early. She was released in 4.7. If not her, then maybe Shenhe, as she's a cryo buffer, and might fit well with a Natlan cryo character. There's also Riothusly, but the chances of him being here are low since he's been ignored for a while. That's all about 5.3. Now, let's discuss the 5.4 banner. We were expecting Lantern Rite to happen in version 5.4, just like last year, and we thought we'd get Madame Ping's playable form in 5.4. However, recent leaks from HXG suggest that the Lantern Rite Festival will happen in 5.3, and we won't get Madame Ping in that version. Reliable sources confirmed that Mavuika will appear in 5.3, but there's a chance Citlali's rerun could be delayed. I hope Madame Ping doesn't appear in 5.3 since I can't pull for both Mavuika and her. That's all in 5.4. Now let's discuss version 5.5. We're approaching the end of Natlan, and we should be getting the final characters introduced in the Natlan storyline. One such character, who was teased years ago in trailers, is none other than Ian-san. Originally, leakers speculated that she'd debut in 5.1 alongside Xilonen, but that didn't happen. Now, with changes to the lineup, it's expected Ian-san will be featured as a 5-star Electro character in 5.5. Honestly, based on her design, she doesn't give off that 5-star vibe. But let's remember the case of Sigavina, who many thought would be a 4-star, but turned out to be a 5-star. So don't judge a character by their looks. In addition to Ian-san, we've also heard rumors about another character in 5.5, Mizuki, aka the Goth Girl. She's been a topic of leaks for a while, and according to Iris, she could debut in 5.5 as another 5-star Electro character. However, take this info with a grain of salt, as Iris is a newer source, and not all of his leaks have been reliable so far. As for reruns in 5.5, let's dive in. First up, we've got one Archon rerun left. Based on the timing, it could be either Venti or Furina. I know I mentioned Venti for 5.2 if there's a Dragonspine event, but if that doesn't happen, I think Venti fits better here in 5.5, especially with long-standing rumors about a Mondstadt map expansion. If Venti reruns in 5.5, then Furina will likely take her spot in 5.2. However, if we don't see Venti earlier, Furina might get her rerun here in 5.5 since it will have been 7 patches since her last appearance. As for the last character slot, it's tough to predict. There are many who haven't had a rerun in a while, like Kokomi, who will be 15 patches overdue for her rerun by then. So, that's also a possibility. Now on to the final versions of Natlan, 5.6 and 5.7. You may be wondering why I'm calling these the ending versions. Well, according to some leaks, Natlan will conclude with 5.7, so these will be the final banners in the region. For 5.6, I'm expecting our next Harbinger banner, Columbina. Though some sources like Iris have suggested we might not see any Harbingers in Natlan, I'm personally not convinced. We have so much information about Columbina being playable in Natlan that it would be a surprise if she didn't appear. If this leak turns out to be true though, and we don't get Columbina, we should see Xbalanca's banner. As per recent leaks, he plays a significant role in Natlan, though it's been suggested that he might not be a playable character. But honestly, I don't think Hoyoverse would miss the opportunity to make 2 of the most hyped characters unplayable. We should at least get one, if not both, of them as playable characters. If that's the case, we could see either Xbalanque or Columbina between versions 5.6 and 5.7, or both. There's also a rumor that we'll get a strong Natlan character toward the end of the patch cycle, but there's not much information about them yet. This character should appear in either 5.6 or 5.7. As for my polls in Natlan, my goal is to get Xilonen, Mavuika, and Columbina, no matter what. What about you? Let me know your poll plans in the comments. That's all in this video. Thanks for watching, and peace out.